The night bends differently when the void-born dimension calls you. You may wake in a sweat and sense that reality itself has dissolved into a strange tapestry, a place not quite dream, but not of the waking world either. We are taught that dimensions are distant, science fiction at best, yet here you are, everything familiar drained of color, time unraveling, and a strange silence humming behind all sound. In this first minute, imagine a flickering overlay on your daily life. You touch an object and, for a flash, it vibrates with meaning outside the laws of this world. The adventure is this: will you embrace the unknown? Follow the clues and recognize the 7 subtle yet mind-bending signs that you have landed not in madness, but in an extremely rare void-born dimension. First, the overwhelming sense of unreality. Every surface looks off, shadows seem too deep or thin, and the common objects of your day reveal a hollow quality, a feeling that the core of things is missing, or that you are watching your life from 2 places at once. In this strangeness, it's easy to question your mind, but if you notice that it especially intensifies around liminal transitions, like waking, dusk, stormy weather, or grief's silent hours, you are likely not losing contact with truth, but brushing against a thinner veil. Trust this sensation, for the void-born dimension reveals itself to those able to sense these ripples. Instead of shrinking from the experience, you are invited to lean in, observe, and ask, what if this feeling is not a flaw in perception, but a message from a realm outside consensus reality? Pause and consider. What would you dare to discover if you did not assume your discomfort was a mistake? The second sign is the warping of time. Days split or collapse into each other, minutes balloon or vanish, and clocks lose their power to structure your experience. You may find yourself remembering conversations before they occur, or being haunted by déjà vu so profound it momentarily suspends your will. While others grip tighter to schedules, you sense an invitation to let go. Time is fluid here, and the linear march is an illusion you can release. At first, this feels unnerving, yet surrendering to it unlocks a deeper rhythm where synchronicities increase. You think of someone and they appear, you feel a story forming, and life conspires to act it out the next hour. Imagine how you would live differently if every deadline, every age, every milestone was simply the echo of a deeper pulse waiting for you to attune. Another crucial marker is the way ordinary thoughts become portals. In the void-born space, stray ideas can drift through you like wind. But if you follow them with intention, they reveal entire landscapes, memories from lives you do not recall, knowledge you have never studied, or visions that map out futures you never dared contemplate. These downloads can leave you dazed, sometimes overtaken with awe, fear, or bursts of creative madness. In truth, they are the hidden algorithms of a dimension that responds to consciousness itself. You become both transmitter and receiver, architect and visitor. Have you begun to notice secrets, symbols, or teachings emerging unbidden in moments of boredom or anxiety? What would it mean for you to be not just a thinker, but a lucid explorer of the mind's quantum terrain?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
A fourth sign is an uncanny magnetism. Strange events, people, and symbols seem drawn to you with increasing frequency. You are approached by strangers who speak in riddles, or animals who linger with an intelligence that feels deliberate. Recurring symbols, numbers, shapes, words linger on your periphery until they feel like messages. In the void-born dimension, you serve as an attractor, a mirror to the world's most esoteric phenomena, because your field is now tuned to signals others do not hear. There may be a temptation to dismiss these signs as pure coincidence, but you know in your marrow that something beneath the surface is choreographing them for you. What pattern keeps crossing your path when you least expect it, and what message might it be echoing just for you? Notice what draws itself near, for it may be the very map you need. Perhaps the most disorienting sign is the breakdown of language and meaning. In the void-born state, the words people say, sometimes even the words you think, lose their reliable significance. Communication feels scrambled, layered, as if you and the world are speaking on mismatched radio frequencies. Meaning can feel impossibly deep, or at other times, totally absent. Everything is emptied out, only to fill with a new kind of silent knowing. This is not cause for alarm. Far from being broken, your mind is actually stretching to accommodate higher-order paradox. When confusion reigns, look past the literal. The void-born dimension teaches in symbols, riddles, sensations. What if confusion is not the end, but the signal that a new language and a new world is being born in you? Dreams are the sixth amplifier and clue. Sleep becomes turbulent, not always restful. Instead, your dreams may turn hyper-vivid, cinematic, or laden with impossible logic. Places you've never gone feel like home. You encounter guides, adversaries, or lost loved ones who speak with urgent messages. Sometimes you awaken with untranslatable fragments, yet the change they trigger is unmistakable. The border of sleep and wake merges, leaving you with residues of feeling, scent, or sound that leak into morning's light, shifting the very shape of your reality. Are you writing down these dreams? If you began collecting their patterns as sacred data, what grand design might they one day reveal? The seventh sign rises as the inescapable sense that your old identity is dissolving. Familiar traits, preferences, or even names you once cherished begin to lose their charge. You watch yourself act, speak, or choose in ways you barely recognize, sometimes with terror, sometimes with a strange relief. The void-born dimension is ruthless in this. It will remove masks, strip illusions, and force you to witness the raw, unstoried self that lies underneath all persona. Here, you are no longer just the you others affirmed, but a field of limitless possibility. Reflect now. What if everything you thought was your fixed nature is just the shell cracking open to reveal what waits beneath? As your dissolution accelerates and the boundaries of personality stretch thin, you may encounter resistance, fear, or a desperate urge to return to safe territory. Yet this discomfort is itself a message. The rare void-born dimension does not seek your annihilation, but your unmaking. In this zone, the old maps are useless, and the ego's frantic instructions only tighten the knots of loneliness and confusion. Can you dare to let go even when no familiar hand reaches back? To allow yourself to drift through this cosmic borderland, trusting that you are not lost but being rewritten at the primal level. It is in releasing the compulsion to control or escape that the most profound teachings emerge, often in the silence that follows a night you thought you would not. We who are called to these in-between spaces will notice that isolation becomes both prison and temple. The world outside continues as if unchanged, yet internally, an entire civilization collapses and is rebuilt in a single hour of deep void. Relationships are tested by your new lack of definition. You notice some fade or recoil, replaced only by fleeting connections with fellow travelers who recognize the void signature in your eyes. If you dare to accept this new community, however brief or strange, you find mirrors who have also weathered the unraveling, their presence communicating silent empathy. There is tremendous sanity in meeting just one person who knows what it means to lose the old world within, but insists on honoring the process as a sacred rite, not a pathology. Consider, in a world obsessed with belonging, have you learned to honor the holy fellowship found in moments of true estrangement? One of the hidden gifts of this dimension is a kind of X-ray intuition. Judgment and projection fall away, leaving your perception raw but deeply honest. The void-born know things about people, places, and events that others sense only dimly. Ordinary lies are unbearable here, and the body itself begins to tremble at anything inauthentic. It is not cynicism, it is a refined discernment, a knowing from the bones that cannot be dismissed. This deep intuition asks you to trust flashes of guidance that emerge in silence, to heed the messages woven in your most spontaneous bodily reactions. Ask yourself, what would change if you lived a single week making decisions not from fear or logic, but from this naked void-given knowing? Revelation often arrives in the most unexpected ways. You'll find time occasionally looping back on itself, granting you a second encounter with a lesson or person you thought long past. Subtle visions, amplified sound, sensations of déjà vu or witnessing moments from outside your body become more pronounced. Sometimes entire days or important life decisions are guided by patterns or signs that no one else can see. A flicker in the air, a song on the wind, an odd phrase overheard at the perfect time. You are not cursed or malfunctioning. This supersensitivity is a gift, guiding you through a world that now speaks in code. Can you open to these moments as invitations, not interruptions, and allow them to reveal a deeper agenda working through you? Yet there is a paradox waiting at the core of all this emptiness. A fierce, surprising stillness that gradually fills the void with quiet presence. Instead of looking for meaning to save you, you find yourself resting inside meaninglessness, not as despair, but as a profound, almost luminous peace. Here, survival is replaced by surrender. Suffering loses its sting in the face of such unfiltered being, and for the first time you understand what it is to belong truly to yourself, absent of all roles and narratives. If you became fully willing to endure, even welcome these spaces of nothingness, what kind of wisdom would be sharpened within you? What would you finally outgrow? And what timeless self would you birth from such prolonged inner winter? Practical advice for living within or after a void-born encounter includes honoring your slowness. Integration cannot be rushed. Give yourself permission to move at the speed of the new reality, to pause, reflect, and ritualize small moments of clarity or discomfort without pressure to make sense or return to normal. Document what unfolds: a line from a dream, a color that follows you, an image that repeats. Share your evolving story with others drawn to these dimensions. Your testimony may be the lantern that saves them in their own night. Most importantly, trust that the gifts of emptiness, resilience, quantum intuition, and creative renewal will root all the more deeply the longer you refuse to run. And so, as the experience draws to an abrupt close, know that the void-born realm is not a one-way journey, nor is it mere exile from real life. It is an initiation in extremity that cleanses, hones, and recalibrates the soul for a life of radical perception and rare mastery. You come back changed, carrying hidden knowledge into a world that desperately needs new maps of meaning. In your willingness to endure and decode the rarest dimension, you become a bridge to more than yourself. You are a sign to others that no abyss is final, and that even the void, when entered with open eyes, births light beyond comprehension. Will you share what you have gathered or remain the universe's best-kept secret?